Doesn't it feel great to be alive? And a pleasant good morning or good afternoon to all of you die-hard, passionate Chicago Cub YouTube baseball fans. And most importantly, happy Game 1 of the 2025 NLDS, and happy Game 1 of Chicago Cub October postseason baseball, because today, for the very first time since 2017, our Chicago Cubs are playing in the National League Division Series. But it will also be history, as for the first time ever, the Chicago Cubs, Milwaukee Brewers will face off in the NLDS. That has never happened before. Wait, it's never happened before until today. But yes, guys, it is Game 1 of a best out of 5, guys. The pitching matchup for Game 1, it will be Matthew Boyd for the Chicago Cubbies, and it will be Fernando Peralta of the Milwaukee Brewers, guys. Enjoy the game. As always, go Cubs go. I will see you guys right back here after Game 1, and we will talk about absolutely everything that happened in Game 1 of the NLDS. Enjoy the game. I'll see you guys right back here after the game. Hey, Chicago Cub YouTube fans, I hope you are all having a great start to your weekend and a beautiful, magical, lovely Saturday. By the way, guess who wants to say happy Saturday besides me? Wrigley! Wrigley wants to say, Wrigley saying happy Saturday. He is lying in my office on the bed. So Wrigley, he says happy Saturday, everybody. But we got some business we got to get into. So, yes, guys, Game 1 of a best of 5 in the NLDS between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers just ended. And in this episode, we are going to look back at Game 1 of the Cubs versus Brewer NLDS highlights. Okay, guys, now this is going to be a stat that you guys will absolutely not like. All right? The Cubs have now played 4 games this postseason, okay? Counting 2 days game. And after 2 days game, just in this postseason alone, the Chicago Cubs have struck out 47 times. And after 2 days game, guys, the Cubs have struck out 47 times this postseason already, and they have only played 4 games in the 2025 postseason. That is a stat that is like alarming. All right, I really think out of all the teams that are currently still playing in the MLB postseason, the Chicago Cubs, they're the one team that has struck out the most. Again, 47 times. That is not heading into 2 days game. That is after 2 days game. All right. And really, that is really one thing that needs to get corrected. Okay. If the Cubs are going to go to the NLCS or even better, the World Series, their strikeout has to go low. We have to lower the strikeout rate. I mean, guys, we've only played 4 games now, and we've already struck out 47 times. That is something that is like not a good thing. It's really more of a red flag siren alarm. I mean, Guys, between me and you guys, if the Cubs keep doing this, they will probably not make it past the NLDS. They will more likely, definitely, not go to the World Series, yet alone win the World Series. They cannot be striking out a whole lot. All right, and now knowing after 2 days game, they have struck out 47 times. That is like, ouch. So, yeah, there you go, guys. 40 after 2 days game 1 of a best of 5 in the NLDS. The Chicago Cubs have now struck out 47 times. And that is, ouch. All right, guys, only because it is a beautiful day here in the City of Trees, we are going to continue this episode outside. So, again, guys, earlier today was game 1 of the NLDS between the Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. Again, the first time these two teams have ever met in the postseason. Started out pretty good for the Cubbies. I mean, talk about the leadoff hitter, Michael Busch. Boom! A leadoff solo home run. And that gave the Cubs a 1-0 lead. By the way, that leadoff home run was off Freddie Peralta, the ace of the Milwaukee Brewers. And next thing you knew, the Cubbies were already up 1-0. But that 1-0 lead did not last long. The bottom of the first came to a head. Matthew Boyd, the game 1 starter in the wild card, was the game 1 starter in the NLDS. Very first batter was Jackson Chourio. He would get a double. The very next hitter was Bryce Turang. That got the tie, another double. Back-to-back doubles. The game was tied. The very next batter, William Contreras, the younger brother of former Chicago Cub Wilson Contreras. He got a double, and that gave the Brewers a 2-1 lead. And by the way, the first 3 hitters for the Brewers all got doubles. Very next batter would be Christian Yelich. He would ground out to short, guys. But a long story, the bottom of the first inning was absolutely a nightmare inning for the Cubbies, guys. The Milwaukee Brewers would send 11 men to the plate in the bottom of the first. Oh, and might I add, they would score 6 runs and knock Matthew Boyd out. Matthew Boyd threw 30 pitches, but he didn't even make it out of the first inning, guys. Boyd, 30 pitches thrown, he would go 0.2 innings. He only recorded 2 outs, by the way. He gave up 4 runs. He gave up 4 hits, 6 runs. Only 2 of those runs were earned runs. He walked 1, struck out 1. Now, what's crazy is they gave the ball to right-handed pitcher Michael Soroka, and Nico Horner also made an error in the bottom of the first. That would be crucial. So after 1 inning of work in Milwaukee, the Cubbies were already down 6-1. That didn't get any better because, guys, in the bottom of the second, the Brewers sent 9 men to the plate, and they would score 3 times. So after 2 innings of work in Milwaukee, the Cubs were trailing 9-1. Yeah. Well, guys, just to wrap up and summarize how everything went in Milwaukee, it was a great day if you were a Milwaukee Brewer fan. The Brewers would win game 1 by a final score of 9-3. The 3 runs the Cubs hit were all solo home runs. 1 by Michael Busch in the top of the first, 1 hit in the top of the 6th by Ian Happ, and 1 hit in the top of the 8th by Nico Horner. The Brewers did not have a home run in today's ballgame, and that is the interesting fact. The Cubbies hit 3 home runs, 3 solo home runs, and yet they lost 9-3. So really, guys, a chaotic inning for the Chicago Cubs, guys. I will be very honest with you guys. Definitely seeing the leadoff home run by Michael Busch, and it was the bottom of the first, really, that was the nightmare inning. And again, guys, 3 homers hit in the game total all three by the Chicago Cubs. Not a single home run hit by the Milwaukee Brewers. And the Milwaukee Brewers go out and they score 9 runs. Again, they had a 6-run bottom of the first, a 9-batter inning in the bottom of the second, because 11 men come to bat for Milwaukee in the bottom of the first, 9 men come to bat in the bottom of the second, and bottom of the second, Brewers scored 3 runs. Now, that would be all the Brewers would score, but the Cubs were unable to come back and get a win, guys. So Matthew Boyd will get the loss in today's game. And guys, if you want to know the record for the Cubbies now in the postseason, they are now at 2-2. Milwaukee is at 1-0. But I guess the good news for the Cubbies is there is no game tomorrow. The Brewers will have a game, a day off tomorrow, and they will then play game 2 Monday night in Milwaukee. But a really rough day at the office for the Cubbies. They do not win. They lose game 1, 9-3, guys. It was absolutely all Milwaukee all the way, guys. And like I said, the Cubs, after 2 days game, have struck out 47 times in the MLB postseason this year, guys. The Cubs struck out 12 times today, guys, and I mean that is absolutely crazy and insane. So there you go, guys. But yeah, guys, the Cubs, in case you guys do want to know, the Cubs were only got 6 hits in the ball game, and remember, 3 of those 6 hits were solo home runs. So a really rough day at the office, guys. Remember, guys, Monday night will be game 2 in Milwaukee. At the moment, I do not know who will be the starting pitcher. I am guessing it will be Shota Imanaga, but obviously that can change, guys. So yeah, but the jersey I'm wearing, guys, that was the jersey the Cubs wore, in case any of you were wondering. But yeah, just a really rough game, guys. Luckily, the Cubs bullpen is not at the 100% range, guys. So luckily, tomorrow is a day off. But you know what? The Cubs cannot lose Monday night. They lose Monday night, and they must win the next 3 in a row to advance to the NLCS. I almost forgot to tell you guys, I don't know if you guys are going to watch any other playoff games later tonight, but I'm going to get ready to watch Shohei Ohtani's pitching debut in the MLB postseason. And you're probably saying, well, what does that have anything to do with Chicago Cubs baseball? I'm glad you asked, because the number 2 hole in the Phillies lineup is the DH and former Chicago Cub himself, Kyle Schwarber. That game is also a few minutes away on TBS. So I want to really know if any of you guys are going to watch any other playoff games. So if you want, guys, I would love to know what game you're going to watch, but I'm going to get ready to have some yummy spaghetti and watch the Dodgers-Phillies in game 1 of the NLDS, especially with a former Chicago Cub in the lineup for the Phillies, but also Shohei Ohtani making his MLB postseason pitching debut. And Shohei Ohtani is the leadoff hitter for the LA Dodgers in that game. So that is going to be a fun evening. That game is literally a few moments away. So, but yeah, if you guys want to watch any other playoff games, I would love to know what game it is and who do you guys have to win. So definitely let me know down below in the comment section.